All right, good morning. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to answer a couple of questions as I'm unstrapping these two wonderful tractors. I just pulled in. Teresa hopped out of the truck and started filming. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that complain about Teresa's filming abilities or style, but with time and practice, she will get quite good at it. I know that she likes to zoom in and stuff, and that can be quite annoying, but whatever, deal with it. I'm going to get her to stop doing that. So I'm going to take a couple of pictures, and those of you that have my Instagram will see that the photographs that I'm taking right now are, in fact, on Instagram. So that's One Lonely Farmer on Instagram. I know a lot of guys, several of you, have noticed that the hook on the one load binder was out of its place. I did not notice that until I got back. And yes, it was in the wrong spot. It had slipped out, I guess, when I went to tighten it down, and it hooked into the link instead of, the proper way. So, no big deal. I had some people complaining about the way I strapped the loads, which is pretty normal. Because everybody's a critic unless they're doing it themselves. And, probably everybody that complained had never strapped a load in their life. But, they're these, keyboard warriors. And that's okay because it takes all kinds to make the world go round. But anyways, I got the back tractor or the 7530 unchained, and I'm about to take it off the trailer. Some of the questions were, why did I purchase these tractors in Europe? Well, I didn't. England. I bought them in England, and I don't think that the English consider themselves Europe, even though they are. But it's England. So, why did I purchase them there? I saved a lot of money. And that's the long and the short of it. I saved a lot of money. Not without hassle, though. I mean, it was quite a process to do. There was a lot of paperwork. There was a lot of phone calls. There was a lot of disappointment. There was a lot of aggravated phone calls. There was a lot of sleepless nights, because when you spend the kind of money that I spent on these two machines, and not even knowing where they're at, that gets really kind of nerve-wracking. Now, of course, they were insured from port to port until they crossed over into my hands, and that was the only saving grace that I really had, was that if these things did get nicked off the port, that I would get, it would be an insurance claim, and I'd get my money back. They are both Vario transmissions, or IVT. They are both top-link suspension, and the 7530 actually has cab suspension, and I think I mentioned that in another video. So, what was the other question that I got? They weren't questions. I had some really pretty hefty criticisms of. I'll step into the criticism side of it. Yeah, I wear my America First hat. These tractors were built in the United States. The German tractor, or the 7530, that thing was cast in parts and sent to Germany for assembly. And that happens a lot. Subarus, Toyotas, and Nissans, they have plants here in the United States. Those plants do not build the parts, they just assemble the parts, and that's the way it was with the 7530. They did that for 2 years before they started producing the 7530 here in the United States. So they just put it on the assembly line in the 7000 series plant. At least that was my understanding of it. The reason I bought a 7530 over, say, the 78 or 7930 was because of its versatility. It is a powerful little tractor, or a powerful big tractor, in a seemingly small package. The 7930 has a much longer wheelbase. Therefore, the turning radius wasn't as good as it would be like the 7530. 7530 is very similar to the 7410 in its stance and wheelbase, but its twice that tractor. So 7530 is like the 7410. It's like almost 100 horsepower more. This particular 7430 has a power boost up to 208 horsepower. So its standard horsepower rating is 180, and it bumps up to 208 horsepower. So technically that 7530 can produce more horsepower than my 8120. Doesn't have the weight of the 8120, but it definitely has the snot of the 8120. The 8530 is for the most part, it is a 330 horsepower tractor with a maximum horsepower of 360 horsepower. Why did I buy such big tractors, as some YouTubers had asked, or some commenters had asked? Well, it's better to do a little job with a big tractor than a big job with a little tractor. And the 8120, although it is a very big tractor, it was pushing the limit of the baler. And there's Tim's ass crack again. But anyway, it was pushing the limits of the baler. The baler was pushing the limits of the tractor. And there's a few places that I farm that are kind of hilly and scary. I mean, just literally, I'm not afraid to admit, I was scared a couple times with that tractor. If I hadn't had brakes on the baler, I think I probably would not be talking to you right now. So anyways, I'm moving the trailer out of the way and truck and trailer out of the way. Carl and Tim are putting the chains away. Teresa had ordered food, and here we go. Have a nice ride.
Oh, that's sweet. So sweet. So sweet. I didn't see she wave.
Hang on.
What?
Hanging on?
Yeah. Ah, you badass. Sweet. Let's go get our pizza then. What? Sweet.
Oh, it's got electric mirrors. Can you fucking believe it?
Nice.
Don't ask me why that does that, but even turns really nice.
Yeah, the noise.
I like it. Actually, it sounds like a robotic thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
No smoking. He's a bear. Smooth ride.
Yeah.
I mean, really, this seat is like way, way, way nicer than the 8120 seat. Are you picking boogers or something?
No.
Good golly.
I'm trying to film you, but I'm bouncing back so I can't balance.
This thing has like this counter, I don't know, it keeps you
Smooth.
I'm still in high gear. Yeah. Strange. Got automatic climate control and all.
Congratulations with your new 2 girlfriends.
2 new girlfriends?
2 new girlfriend.
You're very expensive girlfriend.
Expensive, extremely expensive girlfriends.
No, you don't have to put them in neutral.
That's all you do? Just to put it on neutral?
You don't have to. You put your foot on the brake, she stops.
Ah! Awesome
Watch.
sauce.
Just put your foot on the brake and she stops.
Ah, sweet.
And then you put it in the park. It is sweet.